whether bashaya izolo
do that.
baphuse kakhulu
Do that.
all of that otherwise bafithe sichile la White House yazi in full indawo yakhona
Come again?
do you know the place in full
Yeah.
what is it called
The obvious is White House and the official board in Gonje, remind me.
I also forgot about the official board but it's fine we're chilling here at the White House but like snooker Plumene nja yami ka ya rapper ya yazi Rondebelt and everything like that ngiplomile la Rondebelt yes I chilled I'm sure for like 1 year or so and yeah man it was all dope and stuff like that zamile kushama event zamile kurecord ama artists hey mara artists mawahlupha nje yami uyayazi unkonzi dala sharp dealer nama artists you understand otherwise when music enjani ishayayo khona kai ngoba nginoticile ama Juda Bhaka yashaya ama piano when music enjani ishaya
KB it's iqali it's ngirhunte this one is real right mina ngikhuluma no KB awuthami and there's Cam there awuthami ngifike 2012 la eRondas music engiwenzayo your question I do afro pop music
okay.
Yeah if I were to rap I do conscious raps then I'm a native son of the soil I love my reggae music I love my dancehall sounds so I do that as well and in general I'm a poet as well so anything that says Africa native sounds Afro soul sounds you know those fusion sounds it's me I'm fusing plenty sounds so that's me yeah
so what genre is that nje would you say
mina it's simple ukuthi njengoba ngithi ngiyazi introducer ngivumele igama lami Josie Bush and the sounds that I'm doing are Josie native sounds yeah those are native sounds I'm calling them the native sounds
okay so uqale nini to do all of that sound and why music because you know how saturated it is wonke umuntu ushaya music I think mina that's one thing that discourage kancane you know but every corner every street wonke umuntu ushaya like music so what motivates you ukuthi I'm still going to do this
regardless i-poster engiyibonile ngicela ukudubula nami ilento iHillbrow FM please ngicela ukukhuluma ngayo
ngiyayazi sijobe
Hillbrow FM I think I saw 2 of their posters say they had about 106 on one poster artists that are supposed to perform on the other one is about 112 posters I was like this is madness and I knew going to ilento back to the city watching the event the hip hop festival when we got there on the grounds on the floor everyone that is attending the show baba I'm an artist uyangithola and mina ngikeni Soweto ligcwele ama artist and mina ngikeni Pitori ligcwele ama artist I'm coming from Eastern Cape and ngiyazi ligcwele from Burgerstop my hometown ukuye by naseKapa naseTinarha ne Western Cape sihlangene there's so much music so regardless of all that thing angithi question ongibuza yona ukuthi why do you think ukuthi why kumele uqhubeke kulo music ungaka no say I think kuyo yonke lento siyenzayo bare abantu aba honest nge-art the music itself like true honestly ungayenzeli ukuthi wenze music usespacing so music but uwenze music with a real purpose ungana abantu abakubhekile kungana camera ungana in kunokuthi abantu bathi music asiwenzeli imali balibele bazi ukuthi music kumele babhadale but kunama cases ukuthi kunabantu ababelieve la ukuthi music imali is part of life and whatever but ekugcineni noma imali beyikhona noma ingekho such people will still do music abantu abanjalo so the reason why I'm doing music I think I'm one of the few selected dinekhokoza I'm selected
I understand I wanna lapho we explain kahle because at the end of the day let's say a podcast I'm sure you've noticed good team a lot of people they got into this whole thing of having a podcast but think about it wonke umuntu ukhuluma ngama celebrity baya gossip and njalo so me the fact ukuthi ngifocusa on entrepreneurship ngifocusa on personal development that means it's a rare into zami ukuyisho na ukuthi everybody wenza the same thing when your music or your sound or your style or your mentality is different so that means when uphela good at niche and abantu they always want something different you understand but I'm kind of like curious I can see ngathi you are social conscious social consciousness nyana Rondebelt too mina kasi bengifuna ukuyivusa what do you think is killing people like us nje because there's a lot of poverty. Let's be honest. Phuziwa too much.
Kabuhlungu
Drugs.
I used to be one of those people abanokuyi defender, trying to say ukuthi there's light ekas and whatever, but I came to a realization ukuthi no, there's too much bad that is happening.
True.
So the real reason why kukanje mfowethu is that abantu abadala that are here is people that are illiterate.
Nice, yeah.
They are coming from the rural areas, they themselves.
Okay.
And they do not know how to live life in a modest way. And unfortunately, they bear children, and then those children, unfortunately, now bakhulele kule environment. Angazi nokuthi ababonanga somewhere else, but then there's that thing engathi is backward in a way. But before I continue too much, there's too much of a gold here. There's gold here and diamond. Kunabantu aba brilliant within this hood.
Yeah.
But nje overwhelming abantu abaningi that are not finding their way.
Yeah.
So you are right. It's poverty say first. Nokuthi abantu abaningi abadala abayanga eskoleni, so they couldn't provide their children with better opportunities and better spaces. And unfortunately also I'll be denying the realness ukuthi abantu they indulge themselves in too much kulento kwi alcohol and other substances yabo. So it's one of the challenges yabo. And then nelento ne crime takes advantage of such such situations.
You're right, because that's one thing I've noticed. Well, when you're from the rural areas, we have some opportunities lapha are rare, and in order for you to see abantu abageleza nayo, it's very rare. Maybe abantu bayazi ukuthi primary, high school, varsity abakeni that much. So they beg kids, and those kids, obviously they look up to their parents. They end up doing what their parents are doing, which is not going to school. And among us, because in the rural areas, remember, you don't gather the skills. Most of the time, I'm a computer, they're not around. And I'm a computer. As long as you're computer literate, it's easy to get a job. So if you're from there in the rural areas, whereby we want a computer, that means you're gonna be limited because everything, if you need technology, it doesn't judge. So what are you gonna teach your kids much? It doesn't judge. So it leads to that. So what do you think is the solution? Because most of the time, umuntu masaka yenza grand, masaka gelezile, saka nespani, we are poor. We are in the suburbs, we are in the cities, but I believe ukuthi ingaqala khona like us. Sithazini, we all uplift each other. Siplome grand, silungisa ama fence sonke. What is the solution? Mina, in my opinion, that means every business has to be supported.
Every
business.
Yes.
And a business less supportayo. Maybe says good to employ abantu bakai. Doesn't make sense to employ umuntu osedo.
Yes, sir.
Nah. Abantu live in poverty. So imagine that's to be shared around here. When into yenza. Another thing, I know a lot of spots where batting some trucks. Aboni sama ngithi lapha nalapha. So ngiyabona ukuthi amaphoyisa abananda. So qala ngalapha and ama trucks ayazakhulula abantu kanjani. So what do you think should happen?
Like for now, kule current situation, we need better policing, sir. Before we go forward, let me start at better policing, because you know akuna police stations around the hood.
Yeah.
So when someone is doing crime, they know they've got plenty time before anyone lend or pay attention to whatever they are doing. So it's more like a wild west.
Yeah.
So it's unsafe for people who and the solution in overall. In cool, we need I don't know how much of a government intervention, but but I think we need big funding, because there are no facilities, there is no infrastructure, there's totally nothing.
Yeah.
If I were to say let's start somewhere, I think we need to have infrastructure. We need a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we need a lot. But in the meantime, I think we do it. Okay, I'm excited about the new generation that is happening now. I think we can only provide opportunities, scholarships. You know, just to change, just to break the chain of poverty.
Yeah.
I think in the immediate, people should get jobs.
Yeah.
Those are the immediate things that I think we should do. People should get jobs. Because there's plenty of opportunities around. Try to create opportunities. People should get skilled. To get skills, I don't think it's too much of a thing. We can set up spaces. Get certain skills to be learned. Abantu bathola ama skills. I think those are the immediate things esingazenza. But for ukuthi still break it, maybe I'm taking it too far. Yeah, maybe I'm taking it too far, but the immediate things is jobs, and giving people skills and opportunities. There's right.
True. There's something interesting that you said. When infrastructure, most people, they don't know what to do. I want to also that's when you want to get into drugs or too much, having sex and those and that. Imagine if a library couldn't be library where there's even a computer and those that. At least you have good okay. Yeah, better manje. At least menguvuka nyakwazi ukuthi ngiye library ngifunda. Ama sports ground uthabona uphetha kanjani? Kuyapay me ama sports ground.
There's nothing
so if maybe mokhona ube ne coach ngoba that's one thing sikhule khona coach la ngikhala khona DP. Siyazi ukuthi khona coach every day Mr. after school or nge weekend siyale so dlala ibhola into because there was grass, there was somebody who was willing to help and those and that. So I feel like the youth, the reason why they're idling is because there's no activities to do.
Sir,
there's nothing to do.
Sir, let's be realistic about this. Let's look at all the fields of life. We've got health, we've got agriculture, we've got sports, we've got all those things, and there's nothing that we've got locally. Sine clinic yethu, sine food. We've got A to Z Art Center. We've got soccer teams doing their things. We've got art organizations as a corner that do not have much. We've got namanyama activities. We've got people that are about business, entrepreneurs. There are people that are starting business. About industry fashion. There are people about industry entertainment here. And zonke lama activities. Umuntu nomuntu yazamela. There's potential. In short, there's potential. Yeah, I don't know because I don't want us to be unrealistic about these issues. Siyenza ukuthi ikasi libe mnyama kakhulu abantu bangasaboni ukuthi there's a gleam of light.
No, you're right because at the end of the day no gains on infrastructure. It's a process. So right now it's about what we can do right now. You understand? But I want to digress and get back to your career. So as an artist.
Yes, sir.
What kind of artist do you want to be? I'm an artist, by the way. I'm sure my followers know in Tozinjado I produce a house / I'm a piano and Afrotech. You understand? But I like my house, my music, be uplifting. Not everything's so uplifting. Of course, there's times where I have to talk about real life.
And situations.
But I feel like music influences a lot. A lot of people, they don't like reading. They don't like even watching an interview like this. But I was my music. So I rather also educate them via music, young understanding those and most of the music I can bring a lot of people because as a producer, especially if I'm doing big, and if we say it's in to get in a studio, I'm going to something. So there's a lot of people I can bring and I can help via you. How do you wanna impact the music? Via employment, maybe you want to have a record label. What do you want to do maybe within the next 5 years?
You got me sober-minded because I'm the ultimate one, the bigger one. You see all these other ones. I want to be an ambassador. I'm gonna write for them. I'm gonna be the one that is leading them in whatever the direction that God is gonna be taking me at that particular time. But then one thing for sure, I'm gonna be at arts until that's it.
No, it's a prophecy, and I believe that you are being prophetic and everything, and it will happen. Definitely, you have to speak things into existence. I believe in that so much. But lastly, Jam, I want us to end it here. You understand? But before we leave, man, I just want you maybe advice. That's one thing I'd like to leave people with, what they can do. You know what I mean? When you are lost, whether it's telling them maybe sangoma corner, go to church or I mean, the first thing that I can say, you understand, so you have to set your heart. We all have different gifts. I cannot tell everybody go to me like school because from the whole week.
Yes.
It's not in me. Besikhona abantu bangagelezwa kavela abamncwadi kayi2 bavela flip.
Then
khona umuntu angakwazi ukungena into sports. Avela beblind umfundisi cricket manje akuhlule wena dala udlala cricket. Khona umuntu ngamzama kanjani ushaya ibreath into. So I believe ukuthi we are not meant to do the same thing. You have to set your heart with what are your strengths as a person that you can excel at, and you have to go back when you were young. Maybe you are good when it comes to sports, maybe you're good when it comes to singing, poetry, and when it comes to writing. So people, I think they don't do too much introspection, or maybe I ask good ngayo, but because of social media babheka abanye abantu ukuthi bayenza into le inemali nami ngizoyenza. But you forget with that person is gifted.
Yeah.
It's something that is in him or in her. So go easy, kuyenza that thing. For when it will be hard. If it's not in me, blind. So that's what I'll tell people. Set your heart, and whatever it is that you're good with, Joe, just wake up every day, work on that stuff, on that thing. Work on it. It's okay. What that was.
See, got it.
Yeah.
The rest of what you have said, I was gonna say, I'm an artist. I'm supposed to believe in talent. I'm supposed to believe in the special skills that I possess as a person. That's what someone's supposed to believe on or drive towards them for him to be successful or her to be successful. Unfortunately, no, sir. I've recently seen that talent, God-given skills, your passion and everything else does not work if you do not have principles in life, sir.
Nice.
I've seen that. There are very few people that are successful just because they are talented, and that are successful because they are capable of doing or they are smart. In between whatever that God has given you, apparently you need to be dedicated. You need to do it every day. I was going to take it from you. I was going to make an example of you. Because honestly, I've seen like amongst my people that I've lived with, my friends, younger and older people that were around me. Say, the ones that I've seen, that have been successful, 90% of the people that I know that I've lived with, the younger and the older than me, it's people that were principled, sir. It's people that were disciplined. It's people that will pack their clothes. It's people that won't drink their money just because they want to entertain friends. It's not people that were all the people that were doing the wrong things in my life, sir, they didn't succeed. So in short, sir, I'm saying for you to be successful, try to do right. Try to be disciplined. It's simple as that. You cannot be successful if you're doing the wrong things and you are doing, No,
I wanna lie, you just hit it on the nail, bro. Like, because you can be talented. See, when you're cool with artists, we've seen it with soccer players. The talent don't get the discipline.
Yes.
Weekend magapuza. And I don't wanna call any names. You understand? These artists, but only hit, relax, what happened? So that means to maintain that. A little bit disciplined. No, I like what you said right there. That was so profound. But otherwise, guys, we're gonna leave it here. Part 2 is coming through. Thanks for tuning in. That's my boy right there. Music,
let me reintroduce myself.
Nice.
Igama lam Josie Bush, officially Siyabulela Nzimeni. I'm a musician, a poet, MC, author, and everything in between that is art. If you want to connect with me on all the socials, it's Josie Bush everywhere. Just check Josie Bush. And I know we're going up, Africa. Nyazi siyakhula. It's KSD. Plug.
Danko.
This is KSD podcast.